You know what it is. It's your guy, Rhett Butler, and this, well, this is that pretty left hook. Hitting you in your goddamn liver. What's up, baby? Thank you to everybody who checked out the Pivot podcast interviews we did, part 1 and part 2. Shout out to everybody at the Pivot, my man Ryan Clark, Channing Crowder, and of course the triple OG, Fred Taylor. That was a fun experience. And for those of you who thought I was a one-trick pony, oh, he only talks fights, he only talks boxing and MMA, fooled you. Yeah, we do it all. And I'm glad you listened, and I'm glad and hope you learned something, because we had a good-ass time. But going back to the fight business, I got to talk about Jake Paul. You know we had a Jake Paul story coming for you. This guy has been, before I get into his next fight, which is happening August 6th in Madison Square Garden, goddammit, I want to talk about the fact that, you know, when Jake Paul first started in this game, I didn't believe. I'm not even going to lie. I'm going to keep it a stack with you. I'm just an old school boxing kind of thinker. So when you tell me social media is where you started from, I don't know nothing about this. Unless we're talking about the backyard fights like Kimbo, Dada 5000, George Masvidal. Okay, I get that. I've actually been to some of those joints in Miami. I've been all around. But understand something. When you're talking about just straight social media, playing games, or doing whatever you're doing for the gram, or whatever these modalities are, I'm thinking this is boxing, man. What are we talking about right now? But then, of course, Jake Paul started knocking fools out from the basketball arena that wanted to get into the ring. Two MMA champs. Okay, guy was official with it. Now he's fighting his first real boxer in Tommy Fury, brother to Tyson Fury, arguably the best heavyweight on the planet right now, not named Alexander Usyk, only because that man beat Anthony Joshua. Now, Tommy Fury taking on most valuable promotion's own Jake Paul. Co-headlining is Amanda Serrano, not undercard. She's co-main event. So I like how Jake is positioned in this. And I'm going to tell you what, Jake is a smart guy. He knows the credibility Amanda Serrano brings to the business and as a boxer is only going to skyrocket his star power and his legitimacy to people like me, the pundits. I'm in the Boxing Writers Association of America, goddammit. I got a Hall of Fame vote, fool. So he knows guys like me who are, you know, and I came around faster, but the older guys who are coming around slowly, you bring us Amanda Serrano to the big dance, we believe, okay, whatever you're talking about. So his support of her, I think, has been a really, really, really smart strategy. But anyway, Jake Paul, you know, Jake Paul about that business, man. August 6th, he's fighting in Madison Square Garden, Showtime pay-per-view. Amanda Serrano is going to defend her unified featherweight world title against Brenda Carabajal. I think I said that right. All my Latinos all my Oyes on Broadway support me. Yeah, Jake Paul's 5-0, 4 knockouts. Tyson. No, sir. Tommy Fury is 8-0 with 4 knockouts. They're going face-to-face for the first time. They've been talking hecka crap towards each other. I'm trying to limit my cursing. I'm sorry. It's so hard. They've been talking hecka trash, crap, everything that's not shit. Okay, it slipped. Towards each other. And on top of all of that, for Tommy Fury, since he is a quote-unquote real boxer, if he loses this, yo, fam, wow. That's a major statement for Jake Paul. So, before they even get down, of course, Jake has to rattle the cage of the Furies. You big dassas. Jake Paul said to Tyson Fury, because I believe Tyson Fury first, a while back in an old interview, said, oh, yeah, you know, I'll bet Jake Paul 100,000 against my brother. Well, Jake Paul said, bet $1 million. Jake Paul said, bet $1 milli. $1 milli. Yes, man, the whole bag. Tyson Fury jumped back on the Twitters and said, oh, we could bet $1 million, but I don't think you have it, Jake Paul. And he said, I'm not talking crypto, baby. He said, put the bread in escrow. We're going to bet $1 million that you believe you're going to win and beat my brother. I believe my brother Tommy Fury is going to defend this Fury legacy. And I'm going to take your $1 million, but I need to see it in escrow because Tyson don't think he got $1 million. He don't think Jake Paul got $1 million. We know Tyson Fury got $1 million. He believes Jake Paul's bread is wrapped up in cryptocurrencies. He don't think he got $1 million liquid. So Jake went to the gram, the Twitters, the whatevers, and said he got it. And he said he called and he said the lawyer's name and they working it all out. So the game just got even better, man. Not only is Tommy Fury and Jake Paul going to finally throw the hands, not only is Jake Paul going to finally fight a real boxer, not a moonlighting boxer, not a first-time boxer, but he's also going to bet a big bag with Tyson Fury. This is great. And it's happening in Madison Square Garden. Yo, I like all this, man. A lot of cojones on the table. I'm going to read you some things from these guys. Jake Paul, of course, he got to talk his ish. I wasn't sure I was going to say yes to another potential matchup against Tommy after he pulled out of our matchup last year. They're going to fight in an 8-round cruiserweight bout, by the way. But ultimately, knocking out a Fury was too appealing to pass up. He coming for that name, man. Put some respect on that name, he said, man. I've proven I'm dedicated to boxing in and out of the ring, from promoting fights, championing fighters, and fighter pay, real rap, to knocking out my opponents. The Furies cannot say the same. They are selfish tossers. I love how we're learning all this English slang, this British slang. I feel like I'm a character in Snatch. I want to be the Brad Pitt character. Not because girls like him, but he was crazy as shit. Facts. On August 6th at the Mecca, Madison Square Garden, this is Jake Paul, the world will see why I am on my way to being a world champion. This guy's got ambition. I'm honored to fight under the same lights as some of the greatest professional boxers in history. We got to love this guy, Jake Paul, man. The guy is not playing with you. He said he's coming for a belt at some point in his career. He's trying to not finally get to the boxers. Gotta love this guy. I'm going to be watching. I'm going to ask you right now, who you betting on? Jake Paul, Tommy Fury. Y'all can write that in the comments. But at the end of the day, it's time to start saluting Jake Paul. Stop fronting on this guy. Stop thinking it's a gimmick. He's here. He has his own unique way of doing this thing, so it ain't what we used to. But God damn it, it sure is entertaining and fun. My name is Rhett Butler. This is That Pretty Left Hook. Shout out to the Up On Game Presents Network, the big homie Var Arrington. What's Gucci? My man Vito Corleone was happening, baby. It's your guy Rhett Butler in this. Well, this was That Pretty Left Hook. And I just hit you in your goddamn liver. Peace.